Something else that's bothering me. Why is Barry Sanders doing television commercials with Jamie Foxx and others? And I'm not just singling them out because they're all doing it. Drew Brees is doing some of them. Why are you doing television commercials to advertise and to endorse a practice that by definition makes your middle-class fan poorer? I'm talking about online betting, which is apparently now all the freaking rage. Can't swing a dead cat by the tail and not hit an online betting casino that's on television during children's shows. What in the hell? And I'm watching this, I'm going like, wait a minute. Hey, Barry Sanders, people that look up to you as a sports icon are mostly middle class to lower middle class people. For you to be promoting what is, at the end of the day, the most heinous and regressive tax that there is, gambling, sports gambling is reprehensible. I think that anyone that is, I think Drew Brees should be dropped from consideration of being in the NFL Hall of Fame. He's out there promoting gambling. What the hell? They kicked my boy Pete Rose out of baseball, and he'll never get in the Hall of Fame. Supposedly for what he supposedly did in betting on the Cincinnati Reds back in the day. I think any of these jerks, these irresponsible louts, and Drew Brees is the most disappointing of all of them. What's the big one? Sports book? No, what's there's DraftKings sports book? I'm looking at this going like, first of all, do you really need any more money, dude? How much is enough? Are you so desperate you said yes because DraftKings threw a couple $100,000 at you that they don't have or that Steve Wynn gave them? And then second of all, you're telling your fan to turn his back on his family and take money that he ought to be sitting on the side to get out of this rat race and to go squander it in an online casino in a sport that you used to play in. Playoffs? This is a height of ethical breach here. You're like, no, you can't do this. But there it is. You know, there's the one where Barry Sanders is playing pickle or whatever the hell they call his short court tennis game there. That's all the rage. And he's playing some dude, and Jamie Foxx calls him to get advice on who he ought to be sports betting on and who he ought to be parlaying on. So they use the rich and the famous to ensnare. Now, how many men are now going to become online sports betting addicts and are going to go deep six upside down? You don't beat the pari-mutuel house. You never beat the pari-mutuel house. Remember, it is rigged. It is set up to win. It is set up to take your money. There's a reason why there's an over-under. There's a reason why there's a morning line. There's a reason why there's the point spread on any given game. There are reasons, dude. And the reason is because the house never loses. The casino, the DraftKings are never going to lose. But how many American middle-class men now are going to be impoverished? And they're going to suffer an impoverishment of the soul, too, as they spend more and more time watching crappy television like ESPN. Well, I need to get listening to ESPN radio for a sports talk radio. I need to get the inside of this game, man. I got a big bet. I lost 2,000 last week, man. I got to get back. I watched this. This is legal. How is this legal? But there it is. You know, there's a difference between something being legal and something being moral. Well, this is the height of immorality.